start with the community camp. How have you found today? What have you been up to?
Yeah, so today we've done a little bit on an oval. There's about a few of the guys. We're out doing some stuff with the disabled people down at Sorrento down there, and so today we're here at Rye Primary. We're going to do a little bit with the kids and have a bit of a kick and a catch, and try and touch base with our supporters down here.
This peninsula area, do you find there's a fair bit of support for St Kilda?
Yeah, definitely. Well, our supporter base, we're really trying to tap into that base side anyway, from Port Melbourne right down. So to get down here and spend some time here, over the last few years, it's been really good for the club.
Yeah. How about your pre-season? A bit more time ruck forward? Is that what you've focused on this summer?
Yeah. So this pre-season, I've spent a lot of time with Darren Jolly, doing a lot of ruck stuff. He's the new ruck coach, so doing a lot of work with him and spending a fair bit of time forward as well with Aaron Hamill, the new forwards coach. So really excited about the year ahead and looking forward to be playing in those roles.
Do you reckon that suits your natural game compared to the backline role
that
you played at times last year?
Yeah, I think so. I guess my natural game would probably be to play forward and to run around down there. Playing back was a little bit unnatural for me, but it's what we needed as a club and the role I needed to play. So I played at the best of my ability, but I'm really looking forward to the season.
This year you probably need some seniority in the ruck as well, don't you, with a couple of young ruckmen? How have you found the young guys that are playing in that role? Yeah,
really good. We've got the American recruit, Jason Holmes, has stepped in and he's learning really quickly as well. Billy Long has come down from Brisbane and he's a big bulk of a bloke, so he's been throwing his weight around a little bit as well, and having Darren Jolly there, we've been working a lot, the four of us, along with Tommy Hickey, doing a lot of work on our maturity in the ruck, and obviously, like you say, we're a young group, so trying to develop our games as quick as possible is pretty important.
Without giving away a game plan, Rhys, is there been an emphasis in a different area under a new coach?
Not really. Look, to be honest, a lot of the clubs obviously do focus around the same sorts of things. Early on you sort of work on your defensive game, and as the season comes closer, step into that offensive type of work, because all offences do start with good defences.
Alan Richardson, you wouldn't have known much about, I suppose, would you?
Not a whole lot, but obviously he's a wealth of knowledge and got a lot of experience. Being in the game a long time.
First impressions?
First impressions. I spent a little bit of time in rehab over the pre-season with a few little niggles and stuff. So I haven't spent a lot of time with Alan, but the time over the last couple of weeks that I have is fantastic. He's straight up and honest and keeps things simple and basically lets you know exactly where you're at, and then there's no guessing.
You tell us why St Kilda is going to be a better side than some of us think you will be. Like I'm saying, maybe the 8 will be hard, but you don't want to think that way, do you?
Obviously, we're not going to try and think like that. We're going to be trying to keep pretty positive. But I think anything could happen. You see Port Adelaide come out and win a lot of games last year, and it's all about putting in the work in the off season, and anything could happen.
You got some good young kids, haven't you? You look at big recruits who have come in through the draft.
Yeah,
pretty exciting. So a couple of those you could talk about. Yeah,
well, Jack Billings is one that's pretty exciting, and a lot of the boys are pretty excited about the way he's coming along. And Lukey Dunstan's obviously that he's got a ready-made body. He's come in and is that bulk of a kid, and he's going to be pretty good. Blake Akers uses the footy really well. Eli Templeton, he's just really clean and moves really well with the footy, and obviously slipped through the draft a lot lower than a lot of people thought. So there's some exciting kids.
Nick Riewoldt is, I don't know, he's 32, something like that. But is he infectious in the way he goes about it for the rest of the club?
Yeah, definitely. The way Nick has gone about it for such a long period of time is. It's him though. It's his character. It's the way he goes about everything. He's a complete professional, and like you say, he's infectious. We as a younger group look at the way he goes about it, and to have a leader and a captain in Nick Riewoldt is obviously pretty special to us, and someone that sets the scene like he does is obviously good for a young group.
With the games you played last year, where you either challenged or beat good sides, which shows you that you can be competitive.
Yeah.
Just wait 1 sec. There you go.
Yeah, so sorry, repeat the question.
Matches you think of last year where you played against good opposition,
Yep.
and either had a win or were very competitive, which tells you that you can cut it to the best.
Yeah, it gives you some confidence being able to match it with the better sides. It's about bringing some consistency within our group. Obviously, we're a young group, and that's where that inconsistency can step in. So putting the work in on the track in the off season, giving ourselves the confidence to know we can run out games and be competitive. With the bigger bodies, I think we've put ourselves in a good position.
Running levels over the summer, are they increased, same?
So the boys are, all the results say that we're getting fitter than we ever have been, and we're getting stronger. So the stats I guess don't lie, and it's saying that we're in a good position.
What's your weight?
My weight?
Yep.
Sort of drifting between 98 and 100.
That's the same as what you have been?
I've put on a few kilos. I got to 102 in the off season, and then obviously started running and playing games and dropped a couple. But I want to sort of hover between that sort of 98 and 102 mark.
Because I guess with you it's a fine line between not losing your mobility, which is a strength of your game, but getting stronger.
Yeah, definitely. I think I can still stay quite agile with those extra couple of kilos on. You look at Buddy, the way he's put on all that weight, and he's lightning. So try and stay powerful and get that weight on, so I can play those dual roles in the ruck and forward.
Thanks, Rhys.
No worries.
Just quickly on your shoulder, when were you able to jump back into full training?
The shoulder didn't take very long to get over because it was just the collarbone. So I had that repaired, had the plate put in, and it was I was probably 8 or so weeks. It was the end of the season as well, so I wasn't in a whole lot of a rush to be back in because obviously there wasn't that many games to be played. So I got back into it sort of 8 to 10 weeks after, and then sort of progressed nicely from there.
Okay.